Hello and welcome to the git-python development live stream. This is Byron speaking, and today we're going to tackle quite an interesting one. It's issue 232. Assertion fails with git-python 035, comparing fetch-add and branches actually fetched. Yes, so the gist of this issue is basically that in remote, when fetching things, there's an assertion right here that is there for my own safety because it should never hit, but apparently under certain circumstances it does. And there were git-python releases that just disabled this one because here it kind of is made to be working. So if there's a mismatch, zip will just provide as much info as there is. So the shortest array basically determines how many pairs are given, and it will just work even though you might miss some information that has been provided actually. And this is something I don't want, and I'd rather kind of get this to work properly. And this assertion basically hit. And this ticket here is also interesting because it has been going back and forth for a few days now, primarily because I think there is some time zone related issue. So usually there's a reply when I'm kind of not working on git-python anymore, or when I'm not willing anymore to implement anything. So basically each session takes a day to kind of get anywhere. But the good thing is, now is the time, and we agreed that I will provide some code that will basically write out the information that I need to reproduce this issue. Because that's the thing, I need to reproduce it in order to fix it, and because it's not open source, the repository that is causing this, Zendesk, apparently, I have trouble, or I can't just reproduce it by fetching the same repository, apparently. So we have to get the data that is happening and get that to me somehow and do so privately. So I've never done that before, even though I have understanding for that. So let's do it. Let's try to get this fixed. So the idea was to make a new branch. Let's call it issue 232 reproduction. Well, yes, let's call it like that. And all I'm going to do here is to toss out every line that I get and put it into some file. Let's call it fetch info stdr. And I will just brutally overwrite this, and I'm thinking, where do I want to put it? I think into the working tree of the repository. Well, maybe into the Git. Yeah, maybe it's better to put it into the Git repository itself, because it's guaranteed to not have a file that I'm going to create now. So let's do this. Let's overwrite this stuff each time. And also, yeah, let's just do this. It's quite important, I think, yeah, to truncate the file. So when I open it for writing, I think it's being truncated automatically if I use this high-level open function. So let's just do this. Yeah, I'm used to a nicer interface here, so I can just do this. But I don't have this in here in this project, unfortunately. So let's use ospath join stdr debug stdr. Yeah, let's just call it like this. And debug git-python stdr. All right. For writing, thank you very much. And I think that one we will just copy. We read all the lines, decode them. Yeah, I'll just copy this file around then. Good, so first things first. So that's handled here, that's called here. And it's also handled here, so when that guy returns, we are done. So we can close the file. Close should also involve flush, so we will get it all. And all we do now is to write each line that we get out before anything happens to it. I think that contains new lines as well. If not, we are in trouble, so let's be sure it does. Let's check out the command here and handle process output. So there are two read modes. I think the slow mode is used. And this one doesn't actually. So this one truncates or cuts off the new lines. So I should rather write it with a new line so that we keep it visible, we keep it readable. Otherwise I would degenerate the information actually seen, and that's not a good thing. So let's do this. Let's just write binary data here. And just in case it's Python 3, we should do it like that. Oh no, wait, is the line decoded? Wait. It's not decoded just yet. Yeah, right. I think that's happening elsewhere. Oh no, wait. Here, that's the actual function. Read line, so it does decode it. Okay. Fair enough. Then I should not write binary. I should just write it in text mode. I don't like it because these guys are UTF. I mean, it shouldn't kind of be an issue, but now that I did the Python 3 stuff, I'm quite aware of encodings, and I just want to be sure this is right. So let's just encode it, re-encode this guy as a default encoding, and just let's make this an actual new line. All right, that should be doing it. And then we will just copy, brute force copy this fetch head here into location. Import shooter. How was that called again? I think copy file. Copy file. Destination source. Source destination, there we go. Shooter copy file. So this guy I'll just copy on top. Debug git python fetch head. Yeah, I think that should be it. And we might try to join this one as well. Something is wrong. Why is this join missing? Why have I been doing that? Oh, look at that. There's actually a join function that is just plain out in the open. I will use that just to save some characters here that I've already typed, so in a way I didn't save anything. Good, so that should be doing it. Let's run it. Oh yeah, let's try test remote, because that will definitely run our code. All right. That was one of these spurious issues that you get sometimes. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it in Python 3 as well. seems to work. And I shall just put some assertion here, because I want to see this file with my own eyes, and then I should be good. So for now we are kind of doing it in a very stupid way, because we just, you know, we just write and rewrite one file all the time. And I'm not so fond of this, to be honest, because possibly in the test run that Domino 14 is going to run, there are multiple fetch operations, and I'd rather not overwrite them, because then it might be more difficult for to test that for him. So let's first get a test that will fail, and have a look at our files that should be written into, where is it? Oh wait, this is not, this is doing fetch testing here that could actually alter my own repository now. Damn it. Where am I? Oh yeah. Haha. This is a Git file. Yeah, that will work still, but I think I've just written my own Git repository here. Doesn't really matter, but where is it? I think here, Git modules, and there we have git-python. And here I now might have the debug stuff. No, I don't. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Probably that didn't even run here. Let's try it. Let's try one of these guys here, because they... Actually, one of these guys, that's real remote test. So I'll just abort this at the end, and this should yield us. That is test base. That will yield us with a repository. Oh, look at that. Something is clearly wrong. Is this just a spurious error? It is. Oh, I hate it. One more time. Spurious errors. We have to fix this somehow. It happens quite a lot recently in Python 2, at least. Maybe I just use Python 3. Thank you, but too many weird errors. Either I'm blind now, or it doesn't tell me where the test repositories are, and this guy is supposed to tell me. Because in case of an exception, it shouldn't actually remove these, but it does remove them nonetheless, because that's one of the few cases. Ah, gee, come on. So let's just print these path here. I'll try again. Thanks. So somewhere here, I would expect my debug heads. Let's have a look. And the debug git-python fetch head, that should look just fine. And now the one we write ourselves, which could possibly look odd, but that's also fine. Should we rename it? Should we call it progress, because it's a progress handler? No, because we parse the std error here. I think that's better. After all, that's better. Good, good, good. And now, last but not least, let's keep all the different ones alive. Let's prefix them with a number, shall we? Yeah, no, I'm just putting in a global counter here just to just a specific branch that I will throw away. So let's hack away. Fetch number is 0. And we shall increment the fetch number at the end of this one, and then do it like this, prefix that guy, fetch number, and prefix the other guy as well, like so. Thank you. Scusi. I have assigned it. So since when is it not looking up globals? Is it not looking up globals? Am I totally mistaken here? Is my Python knowledge garbage now? So tell me. 528. 528. So first time I used this, it claims that it doesn't exist. Well, fine. If you want to be difficult, then we do it like that. I do not care. That shall work. Still problems? Oh yeah. Because I've got slots. Fine. Fine. This shall work. Eventually. I mean, I tried to assign the instance variable here. So I set it on an instance level now. Fine. Still okay. So let's just jump there real quick. And now we might see multiple ones here. That is actually that is not really a bare repo, huh? Oh, it's non-bare, it says so. And there is my 00 fetch head. Okay, so it just happened once in this case, but at least the prefix will work, so that way it's kind of easy to determine which files to send. And I think that is it. Test remote. Yeah. Let's not forget this. CI skip. Let's save some energy in the cloud. Some cloud energy. That sounds a bit special. Good. Add debug code to keep lines fed into the progress handler and the contents of fetch head. This data will be written into the Git repository itself, prefixed with the number of the operation. Good. That should be it. Number of the operation. Maybe I'm really good and just copy this thing here. Thus, a test run with exactly one fetch operation would look like this afterwards. Like so. Can we kind of make this even more prominent? Here you go. Here you go. That's the one. Like so. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's push a new branch here and mark it. There we go. It was a bit slow now. I don't know why that is. Sometimes issue blah blah reproduction. Either my internet is slow. Oh yeah, I'm streaming. Damn it, I forgot. I'm streaming. My upstream is slow. So everything is slow now. How could I forget? Good. That shall be it. I will just leave a note here telling about the new branch. And yeah, that will probably end tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow that issue will finally be fixed.